They're gonna break down their mock draft. We're gonna start with you, Uncle Fred. Since this was your idea, I think it's a dope idea. Let's put yours up on the screen. Can you see that?
I got it in front of me.
Okay. So you at your number 6 pick for the Browns, you got Carnell Tate. Now, I'm gonna challenge you on it because what they saying is Carnell gonna be going to the Giants. So if he going to the Giants at number 6, who you gonna get with your 6th pick?
If Carnell Tate ain't there at 6, I think what I would do, and I think the Browns may do, is trade back a few spots. I look at the tackles left, and
no, this ain't what the Browns may do. What you gonna? Hold on, I'm gonna cut you off. This ain't what the Browns gonna do. What you gonna do?
I'm saying the Browns are aligned with what I'm gonna do. Is what I'm saying. I feel like what I would do is trade back, and I think that's the same thing the Browns would do. I think the Browns are probably gonna trade back a few spots and maybe grab Monroe Freeling if he's still there. If that's what I would do, because I don't know that Freeling he's rising up the draft boards, but he's still got some work to do. I don't know that he's a day one left tackle, but he's the most natural left tackle in the first round.
I thought we had the 26th pick in the first round, not the 24th.
We have the 24th pick.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the 24th. What I can't see it.
No, we got the 6th pick. We got the 6th pick. You got Blake Miller for the 24th.
Yeah, okay, so maybe that was the second rounder I traded. Yeah, I traded back in the second round.
No, that's the first round, the 24th for the PA. It was the second round then. So let me go over your draft then. You got Carnell Tate at 1. They give you an A+. I ain't gonna say the grade. You got Blake Miller at 2 at the second pick in the first round, 24. Your first pick in the 4th round, you got Denzel Boston out of the wide receiver out of Washington.
I got him in the. I think I got him in the second.
That's the first pick of the second round. Yeah, your first pick of the second round. And then at number 70, you got Connor Lew. Auburn, offensive. He's a
center. He's a center, 3-year starter.
And then Blake Miller is an offensive tackle. And then the number 94 pick, you got a corner from Washington. What's his name?
Sicario Davis.
Okay, Sicario Davis.
Yeah, he's a 6'4" corner.
And then your 107th pick, you got Bud Clark from TCU, a safety.
A very good starting caliber safety.
146, you got Adrian Fisher from Indiana. At 149, you got Joe Royal from Tennessee, tight end. What's his name?
Joe Royer. He was actually an ex-Ohio State player. He used to play for Ohio State first.
And then at 206, you got Jeff Caldwell, wide receiver from Cincinnati. And at 248, you got Alex Harkey.
Alex Harkey, yeah. Guard from Oregon,
yeah. So what I want to ask you this. Number one, I see you drafting a lot of cornerbacks and safeties. I'm the general manager, so I'm challenging.
You can't challenge if I drafted one corner and one safety. That's all I drafted.
I'm the owner.
Right.
You said one. He only got one safety and one corner.
I only got one safety and one corner.
Well, we got Martin Emerson coming back, and not only that, we got Tyson Campbell.
We don't know.
We don't know about Martin Emerson coming back.
Now, okay, forget Emerson. We got number 7. What's his name? Tyson Campbell, right?
Tyson Campbell, but you can move Tyson Campbell to the nickel.
He too tall to play the nickel. He like 6'3".
No, he's not. How tall is he?
6'3".
He'd be better on corner.
Listen. When you in the NFL, first of all, it's about depth. Okay. I don't think Tyson Campbell's 6'3". I'm going to have to look that up. But Sicario Davis, that's at a 6'4" corner with his skills, his length, his ball skills. I think at that position, you got to go there. You know, at that point, I think we were best player available, and I felt like Sicario Davis was definitely the best player available at a position that we don't have depth. We also have a Denzel Ward who can get nicked up a little bit.
But so it's the corner that we have. Campbell.
He's 6'1". Oh, he's 6'1".
Right, he's not that tall. He's not that tall.
But if they're going to play him outside, the guy that we picking needs to be able to play slot.
Mm-hmm.
So is Sicario Davis going to be able to play slot? Fred?
At 6'1", Tyson Campbell can't play inside.
He said
At 6'1",
Sicario.
Tyson
So
Campbell
you
can
will
play
move him in, so you will move him inside.
I would move Tyson Campbell inside at the
And then we
nickelback.
just get a
6'1" is not
linebacker.
too tall to be a nickelback.
So
And I would
so
actually see.
Takario Davis gonna start. You would like Takario Davis to start corner?
No, you don't draft a corner in the 4th round to start. He's a
Yeah,
depth piece. We
know.
may not get our starting cornerback based on his injury, or he go play for another team. I think this kid has potential to start, but he's a rookie. You know what I mean? We need depth. We do not have depth like we think we do at the cornerback position. I think as far as corner, that was definitely the best corner available at that pick, at that spot.
I agree. I got you.
Okay. And then you got Bud Clark, the safety. I ain't mad at that. I ain't
Yeah,
mad at that.
he can come in the NFL and play right away if he picks up the system. We have a safety. We brought in a safety, but I think we need to upgrade that position a little bit. And I think
Agreed.
he could be an upgrade.
Yeah, 94 is the 3rd round. It looked like you traded 70.
I traded in a second for an extra pick. I dropped back a few spots to pick up the 4th round pick. 3rd round pick, I think.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it at the bottom now. So
Yeah,
I
that's what I was
ain't
telling
mad
you.
at yours. They gave you an A for Carnell, A+, B+ for Blake Miller, B- for Denzel Boston, Connor Lew. They gave you a B. Takario Davis, they gave you a B-. Bud Clark, they gave you a B. Adrian Fisher, the linebacker, they gave you a B-. Joe Royal, they gave you a B-, a tight end for Cincinnati. Jeff Caldwell, wide receiver for Cincinnati. You love Cincinnati, man.
No. People got to be familiar with Joe Royer. He can stretch the football field.
Mm-hmm.
That guy there, he was in a crowded room at Ohio State, but if he stayed another year, would have seen the field and some production. And Jeff Caldwell, he's just a good receiver to try to add depth. I think we need to overhaul that receiver room. And I think I did that early with Carnell Tate, Denzel Boston. I think there's some moves the Browns may make also via trade during the draft. But Jeff Caldwell is a sneaky good player. But once again, depth. I don't see him coming in and being an immediate, contributor, but an upgrade for what we have. I think he would be an upgrade. And like I said, Joe Royer, what's that?
You think he'll upgrade out of the corners we got? Tyson Campbell.
We're talking about Joe Royer.
Okay.
Yeah, our room is a little thin without Njoku. I think he'd be a good player to throw in there.
Man, me and Fred, we was thinking about a lot of the same positions on our draft board.